Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel and thanks for joining me for another video. This is Marquita from At Home with Quita, and here I share tips on how to plan a balanced life. So if you're new here, I hope you'll consider subscribing. So it's been a minute since I've been with you guys. A lot has been going on. So I am trying to get back into the swing of things, and filming full time again is just something that's on my list. So this week, hopefully I'll be able to get you guys some good content, among other things that I have going on with the shop and brands and all this stuff. It's just good stuff happening, and I'm trying to balance it all, I guess. So that's where my planner comes into play, right? So I'm gonna flip you through how things look right now. I feel like I haven't done a flip through video in a while. I try to do one at least quarterly so that you guys can kind of see what has changed, because a lot has changed. And that just happens with me. I get the urge to fix something or modify something or add something, just, something that's going to make things better. And I like to share with you guys every now and then how that looks. So that's what we're going to do today. So first and foremost, this cover, y'all. I don't think I have had this on in any recent videos. I could be wrong, but I think the last time you guys saw my planner, I had the Ostrich cover, which is new to our shop. We have lots of new things going on, you guys. So this is one of our new covers. These are our new vegan leather covers, which are a little more premium than our initial covers that we released. The quilted covers are a little more budget friendly, which we do still have available. These are budget friendly as well, meaning that they're not priced as high as some that you've seen on the market. We try to price ourselves in a good place. I think it's very reasonably priced. So these are more better quality than the quilted. I did a whole video on them, so if you're wondering what that's all about, then go and check that video out. So I had the Ostrich on first, and then I went ahead and changed to this cover because y'all know how I roll. I just like different looks depending on how I feel. So this is our true gray. This is like so gorgeous. It's so bright and airy, and it's just working so well for me, just to give me the switch up that I needed. And because it's so bright, it makes me want to reach for it, and it's great for spring. So that's why I switched it out. All right, so let's go ahead and open it up. And as you can see, it's chunky. It's always chunky, right? Y'all guys know that this is my catch-all planner, meaning that every single thing about my life is contained in this planner, from finances to school to calendar to business to goals. Everything is in here. Anything that needs to be taken out of here for that particular section goes into another planner, and I keep it for a year and then I purge it out. Unless it's something important like business related that I want to hold on to, I am now using a digital planner, y'all. I'm going to do probably a whole video on that. I'm using Notion, and it's life-changing. So a lot of those like reference documents and things like that are going to go in Notion, because I can only hold them so much, so long when it comes to papers. So I keep them for a year and then I purge them out. If I feel the need to just hold on to it, then I have a designated planner for that. So I'll just transition it into that planner. So this is how chunky she is right now, y'all. She's got a lot going on because my life has a lot going on. So I'm going to flip through and show you guys kind of how everything is set up. I'm really excited to share with you guys. All right, so left-hand side, as you can see, we've got a lot contained here. These are items that I reach for all the time to just do some quick planning, jot down a note, an appointment, things like that. So within our planners, we have all of these pockets here. As you can see, our beautiful logo at the bottom, Fancy Plans Co. It's embossed. And so we've got a ton of pockets here, or card slots here for decor or sticky notes or whatever you'd like to put here. You can even put a notepad here at the bottom. I had it formatted in a way to where you can put our 4x4 notepads. So I will stick one in every now and then, when I feel like I'm in that mood to just take a lot of notes, and I need a notepad, I'll stick it in here. So you've got a ton of slots here. You also have a little slot here, or a little pocket here, and then another little side pocket here where I put stickers. So these are our snap-in folders, and I use the folders to just have some stickers here because these are typically the ones that I use for planning. You could snap it in if you want, but it would make my planner a lot more bulky than it is. So I just keep it tucked into the pocket. These are all stickers from Fancy Plans Co. Everything you see here is Fancy Plans Co. Like literally every single item is available in our shop. So I don't have to keep saying that, and you guys won't have any questions about it. So these stickers are what I've been using. I haven't been reaching for a lot of sticker books lately, you guys, just our stickers. We do have 2 sticker books as well, so I've been using those also. Otherwise, it's just, this is what I use, and I keep everything with me so that way I can plan on the go. So I keep these stuck in the pocket here. And then when it comes to the left-hand side, I've got some transparent sticky notes. These are going to be coming soon to the shop, not in transparent though. I opted for paper because I don't have any paper sticky notes in the shop. So some sticky notes are coming soon in paper, and then eventually these will be coming in transparent. I do have circles and squares in transparent, and then we have some more circles and squares coming in paper along with these. So I've got that just stuck there. This was a sample from a vendor, so I keep that there because I do like to use it every now and then. Then we have Happy Mail and Appointment sticky notes. I'm obsessed with sticky notes, you guys. As you can see, you'll see the theme. And so these are perfect for jotting in when you have happy mail coming in. And then these are great for writing in all of your appointments during the week and some details about those appointments so that you don't forget. You can slap it on your spread, and they're great for being able to highlight those. So I keep those in the pocket here so that way I have them readily available, and I keep one here and one at the top. So that's first and foremost. All right, and I like kind of positioning things to where it looks good when I open my planner, y'all. Okay, then we have transparent sticky notes here. These sticky notes I use all the time, so I have to have them in here along with these on the dashboard here. So these are our gray sticky notes. Some of the stuff you see here may be sold out, but I did order it in, I restocked it. So when the paper sticky notes come in that I just referenced to you guys, some more transparent sticky notes will be coming in 4 colors. So if it's not in stock now, it should be back in stock soon. Okay, these are fairly new to our shop. Well, not this particular color scheme, but we've added about 4 more additional colors of these. And these are paper. These, I've been sitting on them for like a month, y'all, trying to get them added to the shop. So they're available in like pink, and it's all a color scheme. So I've taken some of these off so you can't get a true idea of how that looks, but it's like 4 or 5 different colors schemes or colors within the set, and they're all like different sizes. So this is one of them, and I like the colors of them, so I kept them in here, and I do use them. I think I might have one in here somewhere to identify something important either on my spread or throughout my planner somewhere. So I keep those tucked in the pocket. These are our rose header sticky notes. So these are awesome, great for just writing something important there and then breaking it down here. And then we have more sticky notes. So as you can see, this is pretty much just my sticky note pocket where I keep all of my sticky notes that I use all the time. Transparent sticky notes. These are really, really pretty. Love the color of them. And what I use for my transparent sticky notes, I know a lot of people use different things. We do have a couple of pens in the shop that you can use for sticky notes. And then the one that I use is a Sharpie, and I keep that up here. I think that just works out the best. I keep 3 pens in my planner. So one here, my main pen here, and then a highlighter at the bottom. These are our octagon sticky notes, and I love them, love the size of them, and it's great for being able to break some things down as well. So I keep that in this pocket right here. And so that is all of my side pocket action that you see here. All of this stuff allows me to plan my week. Like I said, I typically don't reach for anything outside of this for now. That's the stage I'm in my life. I want to be able to take my planner with me on the go or home, and wherever I'm at in the house, I want to be able to plan on the fly. So I don't always want to have to come down and grab a sticker book off my cart. So I like to just keep it tucked here and in here so that way I'm ready to go. All right, so I am using our clear covers. So these are our clear covers along with our crystal clear discs. These are in 1.50. We do have them in 1.25. And then I think I just recently added like some smaller sizes. So I use the clear cover along with the clear, let me show you guys, the clear discs. Y'all, you can see how chunky this is. This paper's throwing me off though aesthetically. So there's that, and then there's my top view. So the crystal clear, I love these. We do also have them in frosted. So frosted or clear, and then we also have frosted or clear covers. All right, as you can see in the back pocket, we have 2 little pockets here. So I keep my planner tucked right in the main pocket, and it works out great that way. All right. So now that you know what cover I'm using, what discs I'm using, let's get into the meat of this thing. Okay, so first and foremost, I have this dashboard here. So we do sell these dashboards in the shop. They're a little more slender, so you're not gonna be able to stagger the circles like this. You'll stagger them straight down. All of these, again, are transparent sticky notes. I use them all the time when I wanna write a quick note. I'll grab my Sharpie, write it right on here on the dashboard, and then plug it into my planner. So I love having this here, and as you can see, it's pretty to look at too. I like when I open my planner up, everything to just flow and look good. So there's that first. These are very new to our shop and I love them. So these are our new snap-in, I can't remember exactly what they're called. Y'all, we have so many products in our shop, but these are like, if you just type in snap-in, you'll see the snap-in folders that I told you that have the stickers on them. You'll see snap-in pouches, and then you'll see these. So these are awesome for you being able to display your journaling cards. As you can see, I've got some journaling cards here, some transparent sticky notes, a photo. I've got this little card here that I use for my washi. All of this washi is available in our shop. The card is available in our shop. This is just our clear plastic card. So I wrap some washi around it, which I use all the time. I love how the pockets are kind of decorative. So they dip in. I'm not sure if you can see that, but they kind of have like a little decorative element to them. And they're not double-sided, but as you can see, I do have my items in there double-sided, so I'll show you that as well so that you can get the sense of how you could use them. They have more than enough space to be able to, as you can see, that's a thick sticky note, and then I have this little transparent sticky note card, and they both fit in here perfectly fine. So there's a ton of space for you to be able to not just add something that's super flat, but something that has a little depth to it as well. I've got my date stickers here, again, washi, then double-sided. As you can see, there's not a separate pocket on this side, but you just kind of tuck them both in on the same side. Transparent sticky notes. These are samples I got from a vendor. I may eventually order these sizes. And then our transparent sticky flags that are on the clear card. And then this, y'all, I'm sneaking it, okay? I'm sneaking it. I'm probably not supposed to, but I know y'all already see it, okay? Budget box coming soon, by the way. We had a snafu with our vendor that sent over an item and it got lost in the mail. So y'all know all that drama that was happening on those trains and with Amazon packages and different packages from out of the country. I think we may have gotten wrapped up into that. So it was just lost. So I had to reorder the item and it hasn't arrived yet. So that's what I'm waiting on, and then we'll be ready to launch. So these are the two cards that are coming in the budget box, okay? This will be in a set of 3, I believe, and then this will be just 1. This is just the freebie card. This is actual item of the budget box. So it's already cat's out the bag. Y'all know budget box is coming. I did a couple of sneaks in our Facebook group. I don't think I've snuck this yet. So here's a sneak for you, okay? All right, so these are awesome. I love these. It's great for aesthetics, you know what I mean? And then it's also practical for being able to tuck some things in. Next, this is just a vellum that I created. I'm not sure quite yet what I'm gonna do with this design, if I'm gonna add it to the shop. This is the kind of vibes that the budget box has. It's like a funky sort of design. I'm sure there's a name, and there is a name, because as you can see, this has kind of that design too. I forgot what I called it, y'all. My brain is like frozen today. So anyways, I'm not sure if I'm going to add this to the budget box. There will be a vellum included in the budget box, but it's gonna be more practical and it's gonna have something on there that I'm thinking will help for you guys to be able to budget. So stay tuned for that. So I'm telling you guys, it's coming within the next month or so, hopefully. Don't tie me to that. As soon as that last item arrives, we're good to go. So this is just a vellum I created for myself that just has my word of the year, and then it has a little quote there along with this little page marker. All right, and then we get to the actual planner stuff. So as you can see, I've got sections here. Before we get into any planner sections, I have my table of contents. These are available in our shop. This is a fairly new item as well, and this just tells me everything that is included in my planner. So I went ahead and typed mine out. Yours will come blank if you order this, and you'll have to write it in, or you can use like a label maker or stickers to put on here, or if you have an Adobe editor program, you probably can go in and edit all of this if you want to see it cleanly typed like I do, because I like to see mine cleanly typed. So as you can see, these are my sections. That's everything that's in my sections. So this is so helpful for me to just see, and to be honest with you, it doesn't really change for me, and if something does change, I'll either reprint it or I have additional slots that I can write in. So I love this, love the clean look of it. and it's helpful as well. Then on the back of that, there's notes. All right, so now we're about to get into the actual planner. Okay, so just really quickly, my sections: inbox, calendar, school, meal plan, finances, work. Okay, that's the first 6. And then the next 6 are wellness, faith, home, family, goals, and lists. So I have a total of 12 side tabs, and then I also have some top tabs. So my top tabs are next month, and they're just tucked in between those sections: routines, fitness, and then notes all the way in the back. So 4 top tabs and then 12 side tabs. So that's why this thing is so chunky. All right, so let's get into the meat of the planner. So my first section is inbox, and this is a section where I come and I just get it out of my head and onto paper, like the quote says on the front cover. Again, all of these inserts are available. I don't have anything in this planner that is not available to you guys, with the exception of that vellum I just showed you. So this is my inbox section. I have some prompts here that you could use to be able to fill this in with the things that you need to fill it in. And sometimes if you're like me, I'm like, what do I write on the insert? Like, how do I use the insert? So I try to at times give you a little bit of something that you could use to prompt you to be able to fill in certain inserts. So here's some questions that you can ask yourself in order to fill in your inbox. So this should be filled with tasks, events, ideas, anything your heart desires. Dump it out here, which is what I do. And then I use this to be able to fill in other sections of my planner. Now, if it's an event or something that I know of, then I'll write it on my at a glance pages, which is what you'll see next. So I try to structure my planner in a way to where my brain works, and kind of how I process things. And so that's why I wanted to put this here first, because I need to come here and dump it all out. And then from here, I can take it and plug it into the different sections. And then I can check it off as I'm doing that. Okay, so I've got a lot of things going on with this inbox that I need to transition out of this section and into my planner. Now, if it's urgent, then like if it says now, then I should be plugging that in for that upcoming week. Everything else can just be plugged in whenever, and then I try to check it off when I do it, so that way I know that I don't need to worry with it any longer. All right, so inbox section is there. That's all I have in my inbox section. Then we get to my calendar section. So within my calendar section, I have my at a glance pages. I do have a whole video on my channel sharing with you guys my process. If you'd like to me to update that process, let me know, and I'll update how I plan, and that may be able to help you. But I think that last video is pretty accurate. So if you want to go in and check that out, it'll tell you like how my brain works in terms of how I plan my week and my month, and like how that works for me and how that looks for me. So my first part of the process is my at a glance pages. This is where I come at the beginning of the year when I set up my new planner. I dump in all of my events, and then as things come up, I'll come here and I'll write them in. So as you can see, my January through March was pretty full, pretty busy, and I don't have too much going on for the rest of the year. I come in and I write all of the school events, anything that's happening at the school, anything that's happening in my life, I'll dump it out here, and that's what works for me. So I also have this little mini page marker, which is available as well. It's not as long. Sometimes I'll use scraps for myself, but when I format things for the shop for consistency reasons and practicality reasons, and just based on, because sometimes scraps don't always come like this, then that's what you'll see there. So this is just a little bit longer for me, but I think ours is maybe about right here in terms of what you could purchase. The mini page marker comes in frosted and clear, and also a multitude of colors corresponding with the planner covers that we have as well, because we've got these in clear, frosted, and then a ton of other colors. All right, so this is my at a glance, and this is my hub. This is where I come first to dump everything out. If it's not an appointment, again, it's going to go in my inbox. If it's just like a task or something I need to do. This is my yearly to-do list. This is everything that I should be doing on a yearly basis, like donating old items, inspecting the attic, looking for signs of termites, dryer exhaust, check filters, things like that. Yearly to-do list maintenance things around the house. All right, then we get to our actual calendar for the months and weeks. Okay, so it goes at a glance, months, and then weeks. I don't plan by the day. All right, so as you can see, I have stuff going on, but life happens, and sometimes I'm not able to plan out my month, okay? But typically what I'll do is go back and backfill this in, y'all, because I like to have it filled in eventually, but sometimes it just doesn't happen. Y'all know how it goes with the months, and then sometimes even the weeks. You just have those weeks where you do you are productive, you're getting a lot done, but for whatever reason, you just didn't fill it in your calendar. So as you can see, I just identified some things for Addison for her math tutoring, and then otherwise I didn't. Sometimes I don't even date it, y'all. That's how bad I am. So this was a bad week, okay? This is the past week that we just finished up, and then I do need to plan my current week, which is what today is. I didn't do that yesterday because, y'all, I was exhausted. I painted the kitchen backsplash. I've been doing some projects around the house, cleaning and life, and I just didn't have time to plan my week, but I am going to plan it today. So I'm going to do a plan with me video after this video, which will go live on my channel this week because I haven't done one of those in a while. So as y'all see, my planner looks like y'all planner. Your planner looks like my planner. We just all do the same things. You know, sometimes we just have those weeks where we just pop in a couple of things that we don't want to forget. We may not lay one sticker, and that's okay. That is okay. Then you have these weeks where you're just like booming it out, and you're like, you know what? My life looks pretty good right now. And so you feel good about this, which is I feel really good about how I planned, and I was able to stay on top of a lot of things. Not that I wasn't here, but I do feel that when I plan my week out like this, things just work out better. So I planned everything out. I even started writing a word of the week, which is what I want to do going forward. I want to have a word of the week. So this week went really well. I have also one of our page markers here with a little tab here. Another sneak, y'all. I think I did sneak this in the Facebook group. This is the other journaling card for the budget box. So as you can see, this is another sneak from the budget box. It says spend intentionally. It's really pretty with the design that is cohesive throughout the theme of the box. And I just keep this tucked here. So there's that. I also like to plug in some things here that I need to see that are super important. And each week I remove it and I add a new blank sticky note because I always have like a top 3 or like just something that's really important that I need to make sure that I don't miss out on. All right, and then also at the bottom here, I added one of our sticky pockets, and then I tucked in a weekly tasks journaling card. These were freebies for some time that came out when we released the planner box, and then we ran out of them, so now we have a new freebie. All right, which is this. This is the I'm grateful card, and then another card that comes with that. So I like to just pop in some sticky notes, some inspiration here, just so I can motivate myself to get things done, and I also have, or I am able to see important things right in front of me. All right, as you can see, I love using sticky notes. All of these stickers were tucked right here in this pocket. That's why I love just having it with me, because then I can go ahead and plan my week. Like I'm about to do a plan with me video, I could just pull from right here and plan my whole week using sticky notes and the stickers that I have in that pocket. So that's where I'm at right now. Eventually I may start to add more stickers, and this week's plan with me may have stickers. I may go grab a sticker book. I don't know yet, but that's just where I'm at right now. Okay, so the layout that I'm using is called the vertical line layout. I love the vertical line layout because you can pop your important appointments here at the top, and then down here at the bottom you can jot in to-do list items. Like my brain works in a to-do list fashion, so I do want to see my appointments and outings and things broken out separately, and then at the bottom I like to just write in to do, like I got to do this, I got to do that, and I like to check it off. So that's what works for me. Y'all know we have about 18 different layouts in our shop, so you're sure to find one that works for you. We even have a layout guide that helps you to see all of those layouts, and we have a size guide as well. So we're working on hopefully a one-stop shop, y'all, to where you can go in and get organization needs. Eventually, At Home with Quita will have some home stuff, but that will be on our blog and our At Home with Quita website. Here's mostly planner and productivity stuff, but we do have a ton of organization stuff, bins, all kind of stuff, you guys. That's where we want to be, okay? And that's why we got to get out of the basement, because we are outgrowing it already. Y'all should see it. It's crazy down there. We have a ton of new stuff coming. So I love this layout. So if your brain works like mine in list form, then this is definitely a layout that you probably want to look into. So this is all that I have in my calendar section. I do have a next month section here, so that way I can go ahead and pop in the next month and do some pre-planning if I need to. We do have and then at the bottom here, I have a sticky adhesive pocket that loads this way. The dashboard one that I showed you is vertical. This one is horizontal. One is called top and one is called side loading. And I have our old habit tracker journaling card here as well. And I didn't want to use it because we are all out of those, because We use them up as freebies, and then once they're gone, they're gone. So I just wanted to keep it there. All right, so top tab says next month. Then we have April here, same layout. And this also gives me an opportunity to plug in a different layout if I want to try something new. And I don't want to forget that I am going to try a different layout for that month. I'll go ahead and plug it in here as well. But as you can see, April has the same vertical line layout. So that's what I've got there. All right. And then I keep these sheets in here as well. These are awesome. Okay. So in my school section, which you'll see soon, I was using a full school planner, a teacher planner, which we do have available, and it's great, especially for teachers, even for us if we just want to break down the stuff the kids have to do at school. Homeschooling is great for. But for me, I just needed to be able to see a quick overview of what we had going on. So sometimes I'll use these within my regular planning section to transition from week to week, just so I can see a calendar and I can see some monthly tasks that I want to be able to do. So what I'll do is, we do have these in half sheet format, which looks a little different. It doesn't have this little side list right here. But for this particular one, I like to have the full page to have that additional space. So what I'll do is I'll just fold it. And so that way it looks like a half sheet, but it functions like a full page. So I have a couple of these in here. And what I typically do is pull one from here to add to the school section if needed, or I'll pull one to add to my spread if I want to pop it in. So I keep some extra here just because I'm obsessed with these. And these are probably one of the top selling items. And I won't say top selling in terms of inserts, because we have some that are just staple inserts. But for right now, people have been really, really loving those. All right, so my next section is the routine section. This is a section that has been a work in progress. I've shared with you guys my routines. I love this section, low-key obsessed with it. Okay, so this is all about routines and habits. So I have a folder here, and within this pocket folder, this is the snap-in that I was telling you about. We have the snap-in pocket folder, the snap-in pouch, and then the other one that I told you guys about that is new, that has the multi-pockets. So within this pocket, which is double-sided, by the way, so you've got a separate pocket here and a separate pocket here. So that's really cool. So I just keep my habit trackers, and what I do with these, it's a notepad. So I just pulled a few sheets off, I grab it and I put it in my weekly spread, and that's where I write in my habits. So I haven't done that yet for this week. So let me pull this out. So when I do my plan with me, and you guys see that, you'll be able to see that process. So I just take it and I just literally pop it right on here. And so I'll show you guys how that works as well. So habit trackers here, I just keep refilling those as I use them. And then this is my planner routine. So this is everything that I do on a weekly, monthly basis to plan out my week. These are available in vellum in our shop, and they're available in insert form. Also whiteboard form. So if you want to whiteboard it out, y'all, which is a good idea as well. When I do my whiteboards, I use a Sharpie, and then I just use an alcohol-based product to remove it. All of our inserts are now available in whiteboards, which is awesome, in different sizes, because I love a good whiteboard, and it makes it to where you could just wipe it off and start over for that next week, and it lessens the bulk of your planner. So the planner routine inserts are available in their top item too. You guys just love, some of our inserts are just so popular, and I love that you guys love them and that they've been working for you. That's why I create them. You know, my brain works a specific way, and obviously some of yours does too. So when I create these inserts, I really create them for me, and then I share them in the shop with you in hopes that they'll help you as well. So this is what I do on a daily basis, weekly basis, monthly basis, and then right here I just wrote in all of the planners that I use. So my catch-all, my school, my budget, my meal planner, and my work planners. So those are all the planners that I need to plan out and on a weekly basis. And then on the back, I write in some monthly to-dos. So I need to call friends to check in. I want to write in people's anniversaries. I need to schedule my outings. I need to-dos, extracurricular activities, ministry, bills. This is a list that I use to plug in all of my tasks and things I need to do based on that particular section. So this has been great just to have for reference. All right, and then the next section is all about routines. You guys know how I feel about routines. I think routines are your superpower. I definitely would recommend implementing them if you can. And so these are my routines. I type them out the same way that I typed them on my table of contents page. These come blank as well. So you just come in and write in and plug in all of your routines. And so how mine works is that I have main routines. I did have a whole video on this as well. I'm not sure if I showed it like this or if I just talked you through routines. So I could do an updated video as well. So morning, afternoon, evening routine. Within those routines are my other routines. So all of these other routines here are plugged in between these routines and then broken down here. So for instance, my afternoon routine includes after school, Here's my after school routine. I put on the side the different days of the week that those things are done. So like her tutoring is on these days. I want to make sure I check and sign her papers on Friday. The newsletter comes out Friday. Wednesday, library time. Monday is her faith routine, which I have broken down in faith as well. And then Monday, she learns a new scripture, since that's when we do her Bible study, her free time, and her bedtime routine, which evening routines are going to be here. But I just wanted to break her, Addison's stuff down. Malachi does his own thing. He is 18 now, so he is a man. At least he thinks he's a man, okay? And so he kind of does his own thing, okay? But we do, of course, mom life on that too. I just don't always track everything for him. Some stuff I do, and some stuff I don't. If it pertains to, if it has importance and it's just something that needs my attention, of course, it's all here too. Okay, so this is the after school routine and things that I do with Addison. Again, everything's not on a daily basis. I've identified those days. If it is on a daily basis, it won't have a date or a time or anything. Okay, so after school routine is a part of my afternoon routine. Does that make sense? Hopefully. Okay, my evening routine. Also, some stuff isn't always done every day. Like I don't run errands every day, but if I'm going to run errands, it's going to be done in my afternoon time frame. Now, I meant to put the time block here. So like my mornings consist of, 7 a.m. to whatever p.m. I meant to put that in this little slot here, which you could do. I just didn't for whatever reason. Because sometimes, y'all, if I'm honest, I don't always go by time unless it's like an appointment, something that I have to do at that time. That's when I do it. So I did identify here that my afternoon routine or after school routine starts at 3:45. So that's, typically she gets off the bus around 3:15. Sometimes she'll have mathnasium immediately, in which we need to get there. But most of the time she'll have a little relaxation time to be able to have a snack and just relax. And then we'll start our afternoon or our after school routine. Okay. So I'm just giving you an example of how I have it broken down. This is surface level stuff. And then like, for instance, in my evening routine, I have my cleaning routine. Here's my cleaning routine. So Monday, this is what I do. Tuesday, this is what I do. So I love this, y'all. I really love this. And then my work routine, right? That is a part of my afternoon routine. And I did identify the times here, which is great. So I don't necessarily have to put it there, but these are all of the things that I do. And here's the day of the week that I do them. So routines are awesome, y'all. So I know y'all may want to be able to have it typed out like mine, because to be honest with y'all, I love the clean look of this. So I'm thinking that if you download some sort of Adobe editable program or something like that, you should be able to go in and edit this document because it is PDF. So try that. I wish I could offer it as a custom item because I do believe firmly in routines. It'd just be a lot of work, y'all, and I'm already at capacity, okay? So that's my routine section, probably one of my most favorite sections, and I'm not always coming here checking things off. I pretty much have my routine down pat. I just like to have it for reference, and sometimes I do need a refresher. What am I supposed to be doing right now, okay? So, all right, so the next section is the school section. All right, so I have some things pinned here from the library, and then, y'all, I got this from the school. Okay, so let me just say this, y'all. This new form of math and learning and teaching is hard for me because, I come from a generation where things were just done differently, right? But now things are just different, okay? And sometimes I'm not always on board. Let me just say that, okay? So we're very involved in the kids' schooling, and so we're always, of course, I'm a part of the PTA. We're on top of homework and tasks and just grades and everything like that. We're just those parents. And so some things have been getting lost in translation with how they teach and where they are and, during the school year, what are we doing right now? You know what I mean? Like, it was just a difficult process for us. So I requested this document from the school. I'm not sure if you guys are able to get this document or if it's even a thing for you, but for our school system, it's called the Instructional Calendar. Addison is not doing as great in math, so I needed to have a way to see what are you guys doing right now. They give you the AKS if you request it at the beginning of the year, which breaks everything down in total detail, but it doesn't tell me like during this time frame, what are you doing? During this time frame, what are you doing? And that's what this does. So it tells me like the first 9 weeks, units 1 to 2, this is what they're doing, is breaking it down. Second 9 weeks, second 9 weeks, I'm sorry. This is the unit they're doing. This is everything they're doing. It's broken down. This is how they're teaching it. You know what I mean? This is what they need to know. This is just for math. She's doing great in all her other subjects. I needed it really for math, but I think going into her 3rd grade year, I'm going to ask for it from each subject just so I can know, because that AKS document that they sent was just crazy. I was like, what do I do with this? So I was able to give this to her tutor for math, and this is working wonders for her to just be on the same page with the teacher. You know what I mean? And so this tells us for the rest of the school year, what is she doing? So she's going to be going into, I think they're going into Unit 4 is what they're on now. So they're here. All right. And then they're going into time and money. So this tells me like what they need to be able to do. You know what I mean? So that way when she gets ready to be tested and everything, we can work with her more on a deeper level, you know? And I still don't fully get everything in the way they do things, but hey, I'm trying to work with the system. And then they're doing geometry. So this allows me to prepare her ahead of time. And I know what she's going to need to know within the geometry unit. Right? Okay, so I love this. So I'm just saying, I'm not sure if your school system has this. This again is called the instructional calendar for math specifically. So if you can get your hands on this, if you're struggling like me and we one of them old school parents, it's just like we used to getting a workbook and having homework and stuff, which they don't have anymore. Like her homework every day is to go over her math facts. I'm like, huh? But just send a workbook home with what she's doing and I'll do homework out of that. So we can get that repetition down. You know what I mean? They don't do that. They don't do that. So anyways, I'm getting hit to the game, y'all, because things are constantly changing. They changed from when Malachi was in school, and to be honest, he's a homeschool kid. So, you know, things are different when they're in the public school system. So we're getting hip to what we need, so that we're not so overwhelmed, and we can work along with her and the teacher, and everybody's on the same page. So, anyways, I just thought I would share that with you guys. All right, so these are the pages I was telling you guys about that have been really working for me. These are awesome. So what I do is I break down, I write in the calendar here, and then I highlight specific days of the month that things are happening with one of our stickers that are here. And then that way I'll know. I write a little M here for the day she's going to mathnasium and a G here for the day she's going to gymnastics. She goes every Wednesday, so that way I can see it and I can plan for it. Okay. And then here correlates with this. So like on the 1st, what is it? Because, you know, I put a little dot there, but what does that mean? So on the 1st, I want to make sure I plan a new month. Okay. Then on the 2nd, right here, I want to get the homework sent home. We went out of town for Go Wild, and I wanted to make sure that we got everything we needed for her so that because she had to miss some days, so that she wouldn't fall behind. Also on the 2nd, they had early release and digital learning day. Okay. On the 8th, identified there was picture day. The 22nd, identified there. Now the 10th and 11th was something as well. I'm not sure what that was, y'all. I went back and put that on there. Something happened on the 10th and 11th. Oh, I put it down here. Okay, so the 22nd, digital learning day, also readathon, and they had parent conferences. The 10th was a reading district assessment and a math district assessment. They had that on the 10th and on the 11th. Y'all see how thorough I am? Okay, I'm that mom, all right? And I love being that mom, and I just want her to be a good student, and however I can help. The 25th, they have a school dance, identified there. And then I need to schedule mathnasium. Every week, we can schedule it however we want, but we try to schedule it a month out if possible. Those dates are added to the calendar, the at-a-glance pages, broken down into my monthly pages, and then eventually they will end up here. All right, and then at the bottom are her grades, and I try to write them in at the beginning of every month, and then during the month, I'm constantly checking in to see how things are going, okay? So spelling, I also like to write in her spelling words. Every Friday, the teacher sends us a newsletter, and I'll write in all the spelling words, and they send a sheet home that she's able to have tasks to do every day of the week, which they don't turn in. That's a part of the problem, okay? That's what I'm talking about. It's just for her. I mean, it'd be great if they had to turn it in for homework, but they don't. It's just for them to learn the spelling words. So I write them down every week, and then I go over them with her just to make sure that by Friday she knows them. They have a spelling test every Friday. Okay, and then I just had some things I wrote down from eClass, which is their online portal. She's going to be implementing for additional learning. All right, and then I have some extra pages in here. I have her class schedule for 2nd grade. This is everything she does during the day, along with her teacher's name. I have some additional things that she could do during the week. And then this is her back to school checklist. I just keep it in here because it really doesn't change. I did a whole video on this, and these are available as well. And this tells me what to do 2 months before, 1 month before, 2 weeks before, and so on and so forth for reference. All right, so there's that. And then this is my meal planner section. This is my favorite section. I know I talked about routines being one of my favorite, but y'all know I love meal planning. So I keep some lunch ideas here whenever I do lunch for Addison. She likes to take lunch every now and then. Everybody at our school is on free lunch now because of the pandemic. And so whenever she asked me if she could do lunch, I'll do lunch. And these are some ideas. All right. I don't always use my at a glance pages for menu planning. I don't know why. I don't. This is a great place though. If you want to come and plan out your whole month, or if you want to come plan your whole year, or if you just want to do weeks. And that's what I typically do. I just do weeks. So I don't always come here and write this in, but it is available. And then these are our meal planner inserts. I love them. So I've been a slacker in terms of meal planning for some reason. I don't know, y'all. Think Go Wild threw me off, and then just getting back into the swing of things sometimes. So I did plan out last week, was this? Yeah, I think this is last week because this is the week that we're on right now. I like to write in some recipes to try for the month, and then I break down the week. So I did pretty good this past week. All right, and so I need to go ahead and do my menu planning for this week. And then, so you've got several pages of those. Then you get to your family favorites. I just keep this in here standard, just to reference some lunch ideas, some items to keep on hand, and freezer meals, refrigerator inventory. So this is where you should start. If you purchase this, come and write in everything that you have inventory wise. And then that way you don't have to get up and look and see before you do your meal planning, because that's the first part of the process. You should be checking your fridge and freezer to see what you have on hand so you don't buy things you don't need. So come here, do your inventory first, and then you'll have it. And then make sure to check it off as you're using it. So there's that. All right, household inventory, hits and misses. So this is where I come at the end of the month and I write recipes that we don't need to try again. Like it was a miss, a complete miss. Or on the flip side of that, what worked? What did I really, really love? And if I really loved it, then I'm gonna add it to the family favorites. So there's that, and then a notes page. Then I have some shopping lists inserts that I pop in during my week. I have my meal planning system, which I did a whole video on. I have this clear page. These come in several varieties within our shop with different quotes on them. So I'm not going to show y'all a lot of the financial section, y'all. I don't know. I feel like I shouldn't be showing y'all that. So I do everything on my month at a glance. Any deeper things, my husband and I use a spreadsheet. I keep talking about that. We also use QuickBooks for our business expenses. So this is just stuff for me to reference and know that I need to pay personally. So this is my January. I highlighted it up here. These are our month on one page inserts. Then this is February, which as you can see, didn't write in my month. And then I am going to write in my March. So at the bottom, I write in my revenue from all of my different streams of income for At Home with Quita. So I'm hoping to continue to add to that. I write the total at the bottom. I think I'm doing pretty good. I don't mind sharing the numbers with you guys because I know you can see them. But my streams of income are Amazon, one Amazon, which is just affiliate links that I just pop in a link every now and then, or if you guys ask me for a product, I'll send you the direct link. And then I have my Amazon 2, which is my At Home with Quita Amazon storefront. So that is constantly growing. So the numbers are going to look way different for April. I'm really excited. And even, well, what happens is, okay, let me backtrack. These aren't technically numbers for March. How Amazon pays is it pays on like a 2 to 3 month delay. I think it's 2 months. So these numbers are actually from 2 months ago. So technically my March was, I think March is going to be the highest month. February was really good as well. So that's not going to be paid until 2 months from now. Just for Amazon. YouTube pays like let's say for instance, on the 31st of March, I'll get paid for the 31st of March on the 21st of April. So there's that. Okay, my blog the same because that's wrapped into AdSense. And then I just started Facebook Reels, which is going fantastic. And then Instagram has Reels as well, as we know. And so that's 2 different things in terms of getting paid for and posting to. And so I'm doing pretty good on those 2. Very happy with that. And that gets paid at different times. And I write the date here. I don't recall when Facebook Reels gets paid because I signed up for that and I started that after Instagram Reels at a different time of the month. So anyways, I write the date here, which I get paid for those things. So the 30th for Amazon, the 21st for my blog and YouTube, the 21st for IG Reels. It might be the same for Facebook Reels, not sure, because again, I started different. Notique, and then I write the total at the bottom. I also have, I wrote in Etsy here, but really, I don't really track that here. I have Patreon still, but it's not active because I put it on pause because it was just too overwhelming. I do have some exciting things coming in terms of a membership that won't be on Patreon, so stay tuned for that. I also get paid anytime I refer to Chimes. I know I'm like giving y'all a lot right now. I don't mind being transparent and telling you guys those revenue sources. I think it's a source of encouragement for some. Some may say, well, she's showing off. I'm just trying to encourage, and show you guys your potential that you could do it too, with just, some effort, of course. So anyways, I don't mind sharing this. So I do get paid for Chimes. I do get paid for Acorns, in terms of if I share it with you guys, which I just leave a link. And if you choose to click on the link, that's fine. And then I am on ShareASale. Within ShareASale, really the only thing is Erin Condren, and then also Cricket and a couple of other things. So I just post the links in my description. And if you guys feel like it's something you need from those places, you could shop with me. Also, something exciting coming up, which I'll be tracking at some point. That's why I wrote it here because I didn't want to forget, is that I'm starting Amazon Live. So I know I mentioned to you guys before I was going to be starting it, spoke to them. They reached out to me, signed the contract and everything, and didn't do anything with it. So I was like, oh, I felt so bad about it. But I'm a big person that you have to do things during the right season of your life. And it wasn't the right time. It just wasn't. Now it is. As you guys can see, I've been sharing lots of Amazon things with you guys, things that I find. So I feel like now is the time. I've grown about 2,000 followers on Amazon, which if you didn't know, you could have a whole storefront with Amazon, and you could have people follow you there. So that way they get notified on when you go live, they get notified with when new items are posted, and they're just in tune with you if they like you, and they want to see what you got. So I'll be going live starting April 1st, y'all. I have obligated myself to 3 lives initially per month for 2 months, and then we'll see where that takes me after that. I may go live more than that, I may go live less than that, and even in the first 2 months, that's just a part of my contract. I have to do at least 3 times. I may do more, so we'll see. So I'm starting to build out my carousel, which is what it's called, and what happens is that you tune into the live video, I share things with you in a specific order. That's called your carousel at the bottom of Amazon Live. If you haven't seen it, you can go check out some live videos now. I'm sure someone's live right now, and then you'll be able to shop during the video. That's the cool part. It's kind of like QVC. So it's a really genius idea. So I am on board with that. So soon I'll be tracking revenue for that. They did give me a guarantee for the first 2 months. And then after that, of course, there's quotas and all that stuff in order to get certain tiers. So there's that. So I'm really excited about that. And then y'all have brand deals coming up. Y'all, oh my gosh, like I'm so excited. Can't wait to share with you the first big brand deal, I guess I could say, that I'm going to get, or that I got, because I already signed the contract for it. I can't share with you now, of course, but it's coming soon. And I'm looking forward to getting more brand deals and working with more brands that align with my brand, and sharing with you guys how I use it. So that's really exciting. So I gave you a whole lot of stuff that a lot of people don't share. A lot of people are not willing to share numbers. You guys see the numbers. This isn't all again from March. This is just what I'm getting paid for in March. And I don't mind that transparency. I don't know. I feel like there's not enough of that goes around. People need to see what they can make if it's worth even investing their time. And I understand those that don't want to share it as well. So anyways, there's that. So then we get to, these are like my personal bills and like some other things, just random thoughts and stuff is thrown out there. And then whenever I want to do a no spend, we do have inserts for that. I have a subscription tracker. These are fairly new to the shop as well. I don't have too many subscriptions, but I am planning on coming in and writing that in. So if you have like planner subscriptions you're a part of, you can put that here, or any sort of box subscriptions. This is a great place to write that in. I also have new wish list inserts in the shop, so I'm planning on writing some things in there as well. So I have a couple of those. Then we get to my work planner. So let me just see what I can show y'all, what I can't show y'all, because there's a lot. This is my main work planner, so I don't have a separate work planner like I used to. This is it. So any important things like reference, I put in Notion, like I told you guys earlier, and I can reference my Notion. Again, I'll do a full video on that, but this is all stuff that I I need to reference during the week and plan for. So this is my yearly overview. So any big launches or anything like that are gonna come here. I have one for At Home with Quita and one for Fancy Plans Co. As you can see, the only thing I have here is Wild for Planners. the conference I went to, Go Wild. These are my list of ideas for videos for YouTube. So I have that there. I think there's just 2 pages of those. I am going to be using Notion a lot more to track this stuff too, but I do have that there just in case I need to write it in. My calendar for March with all of my YouTube videos, that's what I typically track here. Planned really well for the first week, second week, this past week. Same divider dashboard with some things on it that I want to make sure that I don't forget. This is the half sheet I was telling you guys that I love. And the other one I told you is a full page, has that extra little sidebar, and I fold it. So here I put my standard things that I do on a monthly basis. This transitions from week to week with me, and then a task list. So this has been great. I also write at the bottom some reel ideas, so that way I can figure out what I want to do for reels. And a lot of this now is tracked in Notions as well. Like I wrote all of this or typed this all out in Notion, but I do like having it here also and being able to write it in really quickly if I don't have time to get to my iPad. Okay, so I did really good. I am going to plan for this week, so no worries. I am using the newly updated subject style layout. I don't know if y'all remember how the old subject style layout was, but this one is refreshed and I love it. I love the bold black lines. I love how the boxes are formatted. It allows you to break things down by subject and then write in those particular items. So I love the newly updated. So it is available now. So I've got this, and then I wrote in some things. Oh, these must be real ideas. Yeah, these are real ideas as well. So now I have March and then I have April in here as well. So that way I have that ready to go. Okay, these are some hashtags that I could use to post, like Monday, make something Monday, maker feature Monday, Monday motivation, Tuesday, tip Tuesday. These are just standard hashtags that I can use when trying to develop content ideas. All right, more real ideas, but these are broken down by type. And they're standard ideas. So I think I did type this out in Notion as well, but this is good for reference if you're trying to figure out like what you can post. I can do cleaning videos within all of these rooms. I can do a restock video. Here's some ideas for that. Amazon unboxing, cool finds, hacks, how to use. So these are just standard real ideas. Okay, these are my numbers. So y'all, I just got a big old Amazon delivery. So this is perfect, y'all. Okay, so I love this social stats tracker. I have November through because there's so many slots here that it's not for a specific month. So once I fill this all in, I'll put in the ending date. So this allows you to kind of see your growth. And y'all, YouTube has been blowing up. Okay, so I did one video on YouTube with a hack that I shared, a cleaning hack, where I talked about how I clean my walls, and it went viral. And it, the comments were a lot, but hey, it comes with the territory, right? But that video literally went viral. I think it's at 600,000 or probably about 600,000, maybe a little more views in like a month. And that's crazy for me. So I grew my YouTube channel by like 12,000 subscribers in 2 to 3 weeks because of that video. So thank you guys. If you're new here, welcome. I appreciate you joining us today. And I thank you guys so much for subscribing. Hopefully you'll stick around and you'll enjoy the content here, okay? And so this is my tracker. So I do need to update it with the current numbers now, but I love being able to come here and write in my Instagram totals and seeing how much I'm growing over the course of time. So a slot for Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, TikTok, and Pinterest. So I love these inserts. It's going to take some time for me to fill it in, and I don't have to write it every single day. I just need to see maybe over the course of like a couple of days or a week how much I've grown. So like from the 10 to the 12, it grew from 80,000 to 82,000 on YouTube. So I just like to see that. So these are great, especially if you're a social media person. Okay, so I have some items I need to order. So once I get done ordering them, I needed to do a restock of them. I write in the amount and then I check them off. And then this page is items I need to source from whatever vendor. I write it here at the top and then I check it off once I got it. I don't want to show it to you because it's upcoming things. This next page is items that I purchased already, waiting for them to arrive. And I'm gonna show you how the inserts look, but I also need to cover up the next page. Sorry, y'all, whenever it comes to my business section, I can't show you a lot. Okay, so this is how the page look. It's called Product Launches. Love these pages, clean look. I mean, just beautiful. I love using these. So date, product, task, notes. And so I'll write in whatever the product is. I'll write normally the cost of the product, what I got, where I got it from, the date I ordered it, and then I'll check it off once it comes in. This page here is all about the budget box, so I can't show that to you yet. I did give you some sneaks in this video, okay? So be grateful, okay? But this breaks down all the items and what I need to do, okay? And then the next page probably has some financial stuff on it too. All right, and this is the page that I'm using for that. It's just our engineering grid pages. I love this. So that's where this flag comes into play. So that way I could easily get to the budget box and I could see what needs to be done remaining. All right, these are our snap-in pouches. And I just have an inbox vellum in here with some things. This is in the wrong section, but I'll eventually, well, maybe it is in the right section. No, because this is, I don't know, I just randomly threw that in there. All right, then we come to wellness. Within wellness, we have fitness. I don't think I talked you through. Let's see. Yeah, because next month is within the calendar section, and also routines is in the calendar sections in terms of the top tab. So this is wellness, and then we have fitness that goes within this section. This is just my blood pressure log, self-care tracker, skincare tracker. I did a whole video on this. And this as well. This is a challenge that's going to be standard for me to do. So I just leave it in here. This is skincare products that I love. Track that as well. Did all of this in the video. And then a vitamin regimen, immune system regimen. I did this skincare regimen as well that I didn't finish it, but I did it on that page that I just showed you. These are Cornell note inserts. So I just have a few of those in here to jot in random things as needed. And then we get to the fitness section. These are our food fitness calorie logs. I love these. It's all on one page. Sometimes you don't need the whole overwhelm of having a full fitness planner, which I used to have in here, and I didn't always track everything in it. So I felt like I just needed a little blurb. This gives me Monday to Sunday, and I can write in what I'm eating for breakfast, snack, lunch, snack, dinner. I can track my calories, I could track my calories, my water intake, my sleep, and my workout all on one page. So I love these to not bulk up your planner. Then I added these some time ago just with some sample exercises that I could do. They're on sticky notes. All right, then we get to the face section. I have daily text here. So I come in and I write the date, the scripture, and a little blurb about it. Just because you see it not written here doesn't mean that I didn't do it for that day. I just don't always track it. And then we just have more of that paper. We have scriptures for Addison. I jot those in so I could teach those to her, my husband and I. Then this is my weekly planner schedule for all of my meetings. So I have it broken down by ministry, the kids, and Zoom. So this is everything that we do. So this is my personal schedule of things that I do every week for meeting prep. And then for the ministry, we go out, whatever days are highlighted here based on the day of the week. And then anything I do with the kids, and then any Zooms that we have. All right, next section is home. Now I relocated this section. This section was where the school section is, but I flip-flopped them because I just felt like I work more out of that section than I do this section. So this is some home stuff. I wrote down a mortgage company and a CPA, so I just wrote that down on here. These are our declutter inserts that came with the home management box version 2. So it came with a whole ton of inserts, but I couldn't fit them in here, so I just took the challenge out. And this is the standard thing that I could do all the time, so I'm not checking anything off. I'm just kind of looking at ways that I can declutter and organize the house, so I just love having this here. And then I have my weekly cleaning routine, so I love these inserts because you're able to break it down by the day. This is everything I do daily. Sometimes I'll write this in and then I'll check it off just so I can see it done, but this is the standard one. So I just keep this plugged in here. Things that I need to do on a weekly basis, and then broken down by the room. You guys know I love zone cleaning. I am planning on doing a full zone cleaning video on my channel, which I haven't done yet, because we do have zone cleaning inserts, and I'd like to show you guys how I use those, which I don't have them in here because this is serving for that purpose. But I do have a whole set of zone cleaning workbook that you guys could use if you want to implement zone cleaning, which I think is the best way to clean, in my opinion. You have your daily and weekly tasks, which don't change. And then you have a room or a set of rooms that you're doing based on zones within your home. So I'll do a whole video on that at some point, and I'll share with you guys how I do my zone cleaning. All right, because it might not always be just the bathroom that day. Maybe the bathroom and the bedroom, or you break your house up into zones that are near each other, so that way you could tackle that all in one day. So I love zone cleaning. So this is just standard that I keep plugged in here. And then I found this clean challenge from Clean Mama that I love, that I keep standard as well. As you can see, it's from January 2016. She does them every year. And but I don't feel like it changes. So I just printed it and I plugged it in here. I had a daily schedule of things I wanted to do, which I wrote in on the weekly cleaning routine, but sometimes I just still keep the sticky note just because I like the way it looks. All right, then these are fairly new to our shop as well. You guys know I love a good project, so I write in what I want to do. I have lots of things that I want to do, like we already did the main deck and the floating deck, so I could technically cross that off, but you could write the date, the tasks associated with that, the due date, what's in progress. You know, based on those tasks, you can check off what's in progress, and then when it's done. We wanted to lay some sod. We did some tree removal already. I want to paint some things. I am working on the backsplash, which should be on this list as well. I want to do some built-ins. The master bathroom we tweaked already, but there are some major things we need to do in there. Fire pit, bathroom, and then this is, just some tasks or some supplies you need. So I love these. I love these. I love the clean look of them. And so I keep a bunch of these in here just because I plan on doing a bunch of projects. So that's mainly what I have in my home section. I also keep our paint swatch card, and you guys always ask what colors we use. These are the 3 colors we use in the house. Some of the house is still painted in the old colors, but eventually we'll transition into these colors. So I've only used this in the hallway going towards the laundry room, and then I've used this in a couple of rooms, and then this is what I just used in the bathroom. So if you're wondering, here it is, okay? So I keep that tucked inside of the snap-in pocket folder. So next we get to the family section. Within the family section, I'm still working on this hourly schedule, y'all. I know this has been sitting here for some time, but we have these hourly schedule inserts here. And what my plan is to have a sample schedule for the week. So eventually I'll write that in. So I was going to do a test. Once I write it in, I had printed out this one so I could, or vice versa. This was the test, and then I said I'm going to come here when I'm ready to really write it out, because I like to make sure that my handwriting looks good. I might even type that out. We'll see. All right, then I have a sample schedule for me. I love these sample schedule inserts too, y'all, because you could write the activity and then you could detail it out here. So like daily text, within that time frame that I'm doing the daily text, I want to pray and I want to, I don't think the vitamins go in that window, but you can break down some details of what you're doing during that time. Like during my eating window, I want to take my vitamins. During my workout window, I want to walk, whatever that is that you want to do. During my work time, I want to work, film, edit, uploads, and all that stuff can be done within that time frame. So I love how you can break things down with these inserts. So these are available also in the shop. All right, then I had some things I wanted to do during the pandemic. I just kept this in here, y'all. Some ideas from Malachi. He wanted to take a cooking class. He wanted to possibly do something in the construction. Y'all know teenagers always change what they want to do. Photography was his passion as well. He loves that. And then he said he may want to go to barber school. Y'all, he don't know what he want to do. So anytime he tells me something, I just write it down, okay? Date night ideas at home, in town, and out of town. All right. And then next is my goals section. So my goals is pretty much just my at a glance, or not my at a glance, but my vellum, which is my word of the year for last year, 2021. Y'all know I have a different word this year, but I still like having this here just because you can always work on balance. And then my goals vision board fold out, y'all. Okay, I'm about to show y'all some secrets because I haven't filled mine in yet. I should have been filled it in. This year has not been a good year for me in terms of filling in my goals. Now, I did fill in some stuff for personal and work. These are available in our shop. You don't have to do them like I did as a fold out. Y'all know I do a video every year showing you guys how to do this. You could use them as standalone inserts that you just snap in, but I love doing them like this because it just makes it more fun to have a fold out. So you can see some things on this side and then you can see some things on the opposite side. So I love these. All right, I am going to fill it in because I do want to reflect on the year. And then I have some affirmations that I love. These are fairly new inserts in the shop as well. Try to identify that for you guys just so you can see what's new. So this was the initial one, and then I went and rewrote it. So I technically don't need that. All right, then I had these 50 practices for a well-designed life that I printed from online from Day Designer. And so that just has some different things there as well. A reading log of some books that I'm reading. And this shouldn't actually be in the goals section, but I think I removed my personal section and I just put that in goals. And then some blank paper, some things I wanted to order from Bath and Body Works, and how to become a minimalist. All that's in goals. All right, and then my final section, y'all know I'm a list maker. I have a full planner dedicated to making lists, but I like to keep some here as well. So this is a camping list of items and supplies that I needed, some things to do in Atlanta, things to do in the spring, some campsites that I was checking on. This is a master list of all the things that I can track in my planner. This is a color coding guide. All of this is in lists, and that is it for lists. And then we get to notes, which is a top tab. And in my notes, I just keep blank paper to refill other sections. So that's all that's here. And then I have pin loops, and then this comes with the planner. So this is my main pin. I love this pin. It's available. I took the sticker off. That's why you see that gunk there. But this pin, if you're wondering, is the Swarovski R 0.5 pin. Love this pin. Ink flows perfectly, and I love how the colors look. So I keep that here, and then I keep a gray mild liner at the bottom for highlighting, which I do a lot of. And this is all just on one of our no tab pages and frosted, so that way I could attach them all in the back. And then I just have a Sharpie fine tip permanent marker, which I use for the transparent pin loop, or I'm sorry, the transparent sticky notes, and then also for a whiteboard if I decided to add a whiteboard here. So that is my planner, y'all, as y'all can see. And then we've got the clear cover in the back, and that's it, y'all. That's all I have. I know this is probably a long video. I'm curious to see how long it's gonna take me to edit it. But that is my planner in a nutshell. I love this planner. This manages every single part of my life. As you can see, I don't lug around multiple planners. Everything is here, and that's what works for me. In the past, y'all know I've had 10 planners, 7 planners, 5 planners. Now I have one, but technically multiple because of the sections within this planner. So that's it, you guys. And anything else that I need to plan for, then I plan it in Notions now. I was trying to stick it here, and it was becoming too bulky for me, so I decided to implement some sort of digital system. I do also use a digital calendar, so I use my iCalendar, and I plug in some important things that I need a reminder for, and that works for me. So this is my planner in a nutshell, y'all. I take it everywhere with me. I don't take it outside the house. Typically, I have a purse planner for that, which I did a video on, and I'll be revamping that because I have something exciting coming. And so any notes I need to take on the go are either going to be on that, on my phone in Notion, and that's pretty much it. And then I come and I bring it and either dump it in my inbox section, or I go ahead and plan for it. So this is my life, all in one planner. That's why it's so bulky, and I love it. So that is the video, guys. And remember, these covers are available now, and it has so much stuff in it. That's why it's a lot. I know. But I love it. So if you are interested or in the market for a leather cover, head on over to Fancy Plans Co. We've got the quilted budget cover, we have this cover, and then we also have the Ostrich cover, which is probably our most popular cover, available in 4 sizes: A5, half letter, classic, and mini. And so I've been loving this one, but as you guys know, I change, and I'm sure I'll be changing to another planner at some point in life. We also have some other exciting covers coming as well, so I'm excited to get those in so I can test those out, and I'm sure my planner is going to be looking different over the year. And I'm just so grateful for you guys all for supporting Fancy Plans Co. and my ventures when it comes to that, and hopefully you've been loving all the products. Let me know if you guys have any questions on anything. If you have any product suggestions, I would love to hear from you. And again, we're trying to make it a one-stop shop for you guys so that you can get all that you need for your planner to build it from start to finish from one place. And of course, you have your other shops that are your favorites that you grab items from as well, and we're not trying to prevent you from doing that. But if we can make it easy for you to be able to shop all in one place and get every single thing that you need, that's our goal. Okay, that's our goal. So thank you guys so much for joining me today. I really appreciate you stopping by to catch another plan with me. Hopefully you've enjoyed it so much so that you'll give me a thumbs up on this video. You'll consider subscribing to my channel if you're new here. And of course, I want you to come back by and catch another video, in which case I'll see you guys then.